Hello again, and welcome to part 2 of Debt Recycling, a new way to become debt-free. In this second presentation, we will look at some worked examples of the strategy. This is our disclaimer. Once again, the information in this presentation is general in nature. In the first slide, we have the basic input data for the model. Please keep in mind this is an example, and each individual situation is different. For a calculation based on your personal circumstances, please speak to a milestone financial planner. We have continued to use the couple from the earlier example. They have a property valued at $500,000 and an existing home loan of $380,000. Their comfort level is $400,000, so we establish an investment and corresponding investment loan of $20,000 to kickstart the strategy. I have assumed an income for one of the couple of $85,000 and $50,000 for the other. Other assumptions are long-term economic projections for an Australian share portfolio, which are income of 3.5% and growth of 5.7%, plus we have a salary grade and CPI of 2.7%, and we have also assumed a 100% franked portfolio. The basic output of the strategy shows, with the assumptions in place, that the 30-year mortgage term has been reduced to 18.83 years. The couple have an investment portfolio of $608,418, leaving them with net assets of $208,418 if they choose to clear the investment loan. So the overall benefit is over 11 years saved and a $208,000 bonus. What if things don't go according to plan? In this table we have considered what will happen if things don't go according to plan. This output has used identical input, but with the one difference being that we have assumed an investment growth rate of 0% per annum. This growth rate, of course, is highly unlikely. Even at the lowest low of the recent global financial crisis, broadly diversified investments in the Australian stock market that had been held for close to 20 years were still significantly in profit, but it is an interesting exercise to see how things would work if it were to happen. As we can see, the strategy is still preferable to the do-nothing scenario. As the strategy is not dependent on investment returns, it works due to the tax benefits alone. The table shows us that the home loan is still cleared in 19 years, a saving of 11 years, and with a bonus of $156,897. One way to accelerate the strategy further is to pay extra into the bad debt component. This means more can be drawn down from the good debt, increasing the amount invested in the investment portfolio and accelerating the compounding returns. An overpayment of $300 per month in this case reduces the mortgage term to 15 years with a bonus of $151,972 after this time. One other way to look at the strategy is not to compare the asset position at the point where the whole of the bad debt has been recycled into good debt, as we have been doing up until this point, but to look at the point in time when the investment portfolio is equal to the total debt, both good and bad. This could be viewed by individuals who simply want to clear all debt as the optimum moment to exit the strategy, as they can sell up and walk away debt-free. As we can see, at the year 13 point, the debt versus asset position is just over $3,000, so the net equals zero position is achieved at some point in the 12th year. Not a bad improvement on the original 30-year mortgage term. And here we can see the performance of the strategy over time. Comparing the light blue with the dark blue lines, we can see how, at any stage in the process, it would be possible to exit and still be ahead of the do-nothing strategy. Debt recycling, a new way to become debt-free. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our presentation. Please contact your Milestone financial planner if you have any questions or would like to test the viability of debt recycling for you.